Mend with me, how to fix your jeans with Sashiko and reverse applique. Hi, my name's Lauren. I teach visible mending, and I want to show you how to reinforce a weakening area using visible mending. So I'm using our stick and stitch 7 treasures pattern, our make it a kit thread needle scissors add-on, and some scrap fabric. The first thing I'm doing from the front is just marking where I want my patch to go. I'm using pinking shears, which cuts the raw edge in a crosshatch, helping prevent the fabric from unraveling. I'm pinning the right side of my fabric to the wrong side of my pants and grabbing my scrap thread jar and the longer needle from our 2-pack, and I'm just going to baste stitch this patch in place. These are long, loose stitches that hold this patch in place so I can remove all pins. You can also use fabric glue, or actually a regular glue stick will work. Next, I'm taking the stick and stitch pattern and measuring how much I'll need. I'm cutting away the excess and saving that strip for a different project. You'll peel the pattern from the backing and place it directly on top of the area that you want to embroider over. Our pattern does have a stitching guide on it already, but just to revisit, we are going to embroider every individual helix going in one diagonal direction at a time until your entire project is covered, having embroidered every helix going in one diagonal direction. And when you're finished, you embroider the helixes going in the opposite diagonal direction. And we're using the running stitch to cover every single dash. Now the dashes really are a guide. You can literally cover every single dash like I am doing here. Because this fabric is really thick, both the patch and these are orange tab Levi's from the 80s, I believe. So the denim is so thick. So I'm just covering every single one. Now, if you were on thinner fabric, it would probably be easy for you to just use the running stitch and use these lines as a guide. We're done with all the helixes going in the original direction I was embroidering. And now I'm starting on the helixes going in the opposite direction. I will say the embroidery, probably from start to finish, took a total of 4 hours. Not only are both fabrics pretty thick, I'm working in right in the middle of a leg, and it just kind of made the process a little bit slower. Once finished with the embroidery, you'll turn your project inside out and tie off any loose threads that may still be hanging around. Tie just a simple over-under knot. I like to use a needle in the center of the loop as an anchor so the knot gets nice and flush to the back of your fabric, and cut away any loose thread, and you are ready to wash and dry your clothing however you prefer. I throw mine in the washing machine and then the dryer, and we're cutting away the basting stitches. Now you can finish here. This is a completely finished product. You've reinforced the fraying fabric and you're done. I chose to kind of try for the first time this reverse applique method of just cutting away in between some of the petals of the 7 treasures pattern, or the shippo pattern. I am using very, very sharp scissors and small little snips. I'm basically just cutting like a little cross or an X in every single little petal and just snipping away the parts that I can flick up with my fingers. I'm trying not to get too close to the stitching. Some of them I feel like I definitely got way too close. And once I started going, I kind of realized that cutting away every single petal across this entire pattern was probably a very bad idea. So I decided to just make the pattern travel vertically up through the middle of my patch, so I never really got too close to the edges. So the entire patch, aside from the bottom, because I did kind of mess up on that was my aha moment there. I think as long as you keep this first applique just the center of your patches, you're probably good. This is what it looks like on. I like the patch fabric that I chose and the way the pattern shows through. Before posting this video, I did want to wash these one more time and dry them, and this is the result afterwards. I did lose some of the detail and some of the denim in the areas that I cut too close to the thread. Overall, I think the patch would hold up, and it's really just up to you if you would try this or not. I would love to hear what you think. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this useful, and I'll catch you on the next.